According to United States Census Bureau and data provided by Rice University, Texas, called from a YouTube video, a US TV presenter, Carol Anglad, reports that Nigerian immigration community is the most educated in the United States and the most populous and hardworking in the States. We will bring to you this amazing video that depicts Nigerians' resilience, doggedness, and industry. It is unmissable. The 2025 Grammy Awards has 3 Nigerians who stood out because of their Nigerianness, showcasing the richness of Nigerian identity, culture, and heritage. NIDCOM boss Abike Dabere gives thumbs up. This is not all on the menu. Nigerians in the diaspora are indeed trailblazers. A female biker undertook a historic ride from Lagos, Nigeria to Paris, France, and back to Lagos, Nigeria. She was received by the NIDCOM boss. That report is also unmissable. Stick around for the full gist. And from Ghana again, 13 trafficked Nigerians have been rescued, 11 adults and 2 babies, 4 weeks and 16 months old respectively. Another Nigerian killed in South Africa. NIDCOM chairman calls for thorough investigations and culprits punished, those involved accordingly. We also have our complimentary segment of health tips by Association of Nigerian Physicians in the Americas, ANPA, our food corner as well as our diaspora of the moment. This is your favorite show, The Diaspora. I'm Juliana Vincent Yakubu, your anchor. Please stay. Welcome back. Let's begin with the YouTube report on Nigerians in the United States, as presented by Carol Anglad. Please take a listen.
Nigeria is the most populous country in Africa with 190.8 million people as of 2018. You should also know it is the African country of origin with the most migrants here in the United States. There's a method to that madness, okay? The 2016 American Community Survey, well, it estimates that 380,785 U.S. residents report Nigerian ancestry. But get this, and this is where it gets deep. Please stay with me. According to the United States Census Bureau, 4% of Nigerians hold a PhD. That, folks, is compared to 1% of the general U.S. population. They're way ahead. Also, 17% of Nigerians hold a master's degree and 37% have bachelor's degrees. These are people who are supposedly have no merit. According to data provided by Rice University in Texas, Nigerian Americans, folks, they are the most educated ethnic group in the United States. Sounds like merit to me. According to the Migrations Policy Institute, 29% of Nigerian Americans have graduate degrees. That is compared to 11% for the overall American population. Ahead. And a minimum of 4% of Nigerian Americans are also PhD holders, folks. That is at least 3 times higher than any other ethnic group in the United States of America. More than 70% of black doctors in the United States are now of Nigerian descent. That brings me to our slay word, macabre, for tending to produce horror in a beholder, folks. If you don't get a sense of macabre from hearing how we are barring Nigerians, obviously, clearly because they are superior performers, then there's something wrong with you. You need to get out there and doggone it, you better vote. Vote en masse. People, stop getting played. Vote. I'm Carol Angela Davis. We thank our Nigerian brothers and sisters for bringing all that talent right here to the United States of America. We need you. We love you. We're glad you're here.
Nigerians are the best anywhere in the world. 3 Grammy awardees, proudly Nigerians, capture their uniqueness as NIDCOM boss gives thumbs up this week.
Honorable Abike Dabere, Chairman CEO, Nigerians in Diaspora Commission, NIDCOM, has congratulated Nigerians and the people of Nigerian descent on their exceptional achievements across global sports, music, and motorsports, describing the milestone as powerful evidence of Nigerian excellence on the world stage. Dabere praised the Seattle Seahawks for their Sport Bowl victory over the New England Patriots, winning 29-13 to secure their second Lombardi Trophy. Linebacker Uchenna Nwosu, born to Nigerian parents, was instrumental in Seattle's defensive strength, recording over 100 tackles and 7 sacks in the season. Boye Mafe, also of Nigerian descent, continued his impressive rise with 5 sacks and multiple tackles for loss setting a club record for consecutive games with a sack. Rocky's safety Nick Emawori impressed his debut season with 81 tackles, 11 pass breakups, and 1 interception, while centre Olusegun Oluwatimi anchored the offensive line and did not concede a single sack in his start. Wider receiver Jason Smith Njigba, who has a Nigerian and Sierra Leone roots, led the league in receiving yards and recorded 10 takedowns, earning Offensive Player of the Year honor. Backup quarterback Jalen Moreau, also of Nigerian heritage, added depth and versatility to the squad. She also acknowledged Nigerian representation on the Patriot side, with offensive lineman Michael Onwelu starting all 17 games and anchoring their offensive line.
Honorable Abike has extolled the doggedness and resilience of Mrs. Chinyewa Judith Amadi, a Nigerian female biker who successfully completed a historic ride from Lagos to France and back to Nigeria to raise funds and awareness for cancer patients.
I embarked on this journey to raise hope and raise financial support for people currently living with cancer, to give them a reason to smile. That's what inspired me to embark on this journey, to be a voice and a light to those who are fighting in silence. There were lots of challenges in terms of bad roads and border crossing, trying to pass from one country to another with our Nigerian passport. The struggle was too much in terms of I'll be here, somebody else with a different passport comes in, person goes before me because of their passport, and because my passport I'll be asked to wait. Border issues and delay, some roads, some terrain, some lonely roads, but at the end of it all, I started it and I finished it. What I understand is that we all face difficulties at different points in our life. But if you have support, you'll be encouraged to finish. I would give you an example. When I was leaving Senegal to Mauritania, I had a fall. But where I had that fall, there were a lot of people there. Well, some people there, and they helped me to lift my bike, push it to a corner, and I was able to gather myself and move on. If I didn't get that support, I would have been frustrated. I'd probably be crying. I'd probably be saying, God, why did I even embark on this journey? But because I had that support, make headways in anything you're doing. That's the same thing cancer patients are going through. If they get the financial support they are looking for, they will be able to start their chemotherapy and finish their session. No, I see it as necessary because Nigerian diaspora has to do with Nigerians living outside Nigeria, and I believe that I have also visited other countries and also kind of a representative of Nigeria in every other community, because I'm also shining the light of Nigerians. This is what we are doing. We are resilient, we are strong people, we are determined people, more especially that I'm a woman doing something in a male-dominated community, and I was able to successfully start and finish this journey. I left Nigeria, Lagos, October 18th, and I came back January 3rd. That's making it roughly 2.5 months. So talking about the challenges in terms of border control is, usually if you're, when you get to the border, you are aware that you're supposed to pay a certain amount for your visa. But when you get there, because of the, I would like to say corruption in those areas, you will find out that you have to pay for your stamp, you have to pay for stamping out, which is not part of it, because you've already planned to pay XYZ for your visa, and now you're required to pay extra additional money. We are in a West African community. We are not supposed to be paying. We're talking about borderless movement. When I got the Schengen visa, it was easy for me to move from Spain, France, Netherlands, and back without interruption. But why can't I move from Nigeria to Togo and just pass? I'll have to go through the hassle of stamping in, stamping out, laissez-passer, so many things, so many challenges, and making movement restricted for a Nigerian in West Africa. It makes no sense. I'm advising they should make this borderless. We should be able to travel freely from one West African country to the other. We shouldn't have to queue up. We shouldn't have to struggle, stamp in, stamp, and waste time at the border to move from one country to another. It shouldn't be like that. And that I've been able to create awareness, the awareness that cancer patients need financial support.
And from South Africa, another Nigerian is killed in Pretoria. NIDCOM boss called for thorough investigation and adequate punishment for those responsible. The reports.
Honorable Abike Dabiri-Erewa, Chairman CEO Nigerians in Diaspora Commission NIDCOM, has condemned the latest killing of a 22-year-old Nigerian e-hailing driver, Isaac Satlet, in Pretoria, South Africa, demanding for justice and arrest as well as prosecution of those involved. In the statement in Abuja, Dabiri-Erewa said the increasing rate of criminality and killings of Nigerians in South Africa is worrisome and calls for serious concern. She said Nigeria and South Africa have come a long way as African brothers, wondering why some evil-minded people are committing heinous crimes against fellow Africans. Dabiri-Erewa urges the South African authorities to ensure that justice is served for the murdered Nigerian driver and ensure there is protection of lives and property of non-indigenes in South Africa. The NIDCOM boss reiterated the need to strengthen the rapid response protocol and institutionalize structure escalation mechanisms for diaspora-related incidents. She expressed the resolve of the Commission to intensify risk mapping and structured engagement with host authorities.
Let's take a short break. The Diaspora continues shortly.
We carry our roots wherever we roam. Our culture and pride forever our home. Nigerians in diaspora, we're strong and but bold. Our spirit unbroken, our hearts made of gold. We rise above borders, our love for Nigeria stays in our hearts, our homeland, every single day. From America to Europe.
Now to our complimentary segment of Health Tips by Amper Doctor and Food Corner.
I'm here today to talk to you a little bit about health and wellness. Health and wellness is also performed by identifying and treating disease, but also by promoting health by healthy practices that you can perform on your own as an individual without necessarily going to see your physician. These include, number one, maintaining a healthy weight. A healthy weight, as calculated by your body mass index, is your weight in relation to your height. For instance, somebody who is 6 feet should or could weigh the same as somebody who is 5 feet if that person is overweight. So for every weight, there's an expectation where your weight should be that is a healthy calculated weight. And this is determined by the chart, which also could be determined by an app. A healthy weight is usually a body mass index under 30. Between 26 and 29 is ideal. And as you go further along the chart, you're noted to be overweight, obese, and or at a higher spectrum of abnormal. It's important to be able to maintain your body mass index right at a healthy weight and also not be at a lower weight, which is also not noted to be healthy. To do this, it's important, number two, to maintain a healthy diet. It's important to understand that your diet is made up of different types of food, including carbohydrates, proteins, and fats. And to be able to have a healthy diet, it's important to balance the different kinds of foods in proportion. For instance, don't have a food that is heavy on carbohydrates, such as rice, cassava, yam flour, swallowed food, fufu, semovita. Instead, try and balance that out with a heavier portion of protein, such as fish, beans, lentils, all different kinds of beans, meats, but meat in moderation, because these are less likely to be associated with you gaining weight. Vegetables are also a great source of micronutrients and are very healthy to consume. They contain beta-carotenes and a lot of antioxidants that are healthy. Green leafy vegetables, such as spinach, ugu, broccoli, asparagus, also pumpkin leaves, all sorts of naturally occurring green vegetables are very healthy for one, including also fruits that are very easily available and so wonderfully nutritious and taste very well for people to be able to have these nutrients for a healthy diet. It's important to have portions, so for whatever you eat, do it in moderation, not a large amount of anything, but limiting your intake to be able to control weight gain. The other thing that would be very helpful, in addition to these two things, are being active. Daily exercise has been associated with healthier life outcomes. So be active, choose a sport or a regular activity. For those who may be limited, even walking for 20-30 minutes a day is very helpful to maintain a healthy outlook and lifestyle. Don't sit all day if you have a sitting job. You could get up and walk throughout the day to be able to add to your physical activity, and dedicate at least half an hour each day to be able to be active and maintain an elevated heart rate that would help boost your metabolism. Limiting alcoholic beverages is also very important in being able to maintain a healthy diet and limit the effects of alcohol, which, if used excessively, could be associated with a milieu of things, including hypertension, liver disease, adverse effects for different conditions, including problems with the heart, liver, cardiovascular disease, and so have you.
Now to our food corner with Barbara. Babs, what's cooking?
Welcome back to Food Corner. Today we are traveling all the way to the east. Today we'll be making abacha, also known as African salad. Abacha is made from shredded cassava. When it's being sauced with the palm oil, amazing. It becomes a plate of happiness. Join me as we see how to make this.
So guys, we'll be starting by adding palm oil to our pots. After that, we're going to saute some onions and release some flavor to our dish. Next, we'll be going in with some crayfish. We're going in with ehuru, going in with some dry pepper for some heat. Next, we're adding our ugba, add our Maggi Niger pot, stir that up nicely. Look at it now, looking so fine. Joy. Next, we're going to add our diced garden egg. Then next we're going to add our utazi leaf, and our star ingredient abacha is going in at this point. This abacha has been soaked in hot water, so it's soft. We're going to stir it up, mix it up, and there you have it. Next step, we add some smoked fish. Please, at this point, if you have stock fish and pomo, make sure you add it to your abacha because it adds more flavor to the dish. But well, for this one, we are cooking with only smoked fish. Anyway, that's that. You plate your meal, make sure you dish it with utazi and some more onions and garden egg. It goes very well. Abacha is ready. Time to enjoy yourself. Hope you guys enjoyed watching this.
Wow, that was very, very simple. Anybody can do this at home. Thank you so much for joining us on Food Corner today. I remain Barbara Bisong. See you next week.
Our Diaspora of the Moment is here with Esther Otiotio presenting.
Our Diaspora of the Moment is Dr. Jibril Oyeyemi. Dr. Jibril Oyeyemi earned his medical degree from Pennsylvania State University College of Medicine and trained in family medicine. Instead of private practice, he dedicated his career to the uninsured. In 2017, with strong support from the Gracious Center of Learning and Enrichment Activities, GCLEA Mosque, he founded the Cherry Hill Free Clinic in Cherry Hill, New Jersey. a fully free volunteer-run primary care clinic for those with no insurance and nowhere else to go. Since opening, the clinic has served over 2,500 patients and provided more than 4,000 visits at zero cost. In 2025, it received a $76,000 grant from NBC's Universal Local Impact Grants. Dr. Oyeyemi and his team focus on patients with complex conditions and social challenges, addressing both medical and non-medical barriers to health. His work offers compassionate, dignified care to the most vulnerable and stands as a community-driven model of healthcare equity. Congratulations, Dr. Oyeyemi. We celebrate you as our diaspora of the moment.
That is it for the Diaspora this week. I remain Juliana Vincent Jacobu, your anchor. Stay positive.